Hello everyone, it is Simtastic for Real here, and I am back with another video. In today's video, I am renovating the park in Oasis Springs, and I figured it's been a while since the base game has come out, and so I thought it might be kind of fun to redo the park in Oasis Springs because the Sims team hasn't really done it, and so I just thought I would take it upon myself and renovate it. I built such a nice park in Newcrest, but Newcrest in the springtime is very cold still. And we went there in one of the episodes, and it was just so cold for the Sims. So I figured Oasis Springs might be kind of fun to have Malcolm Landon come over and hang out. That way there it's not too cold. Because Oasis Springs in the springtime seems to be a little bit warmer weather, so that's pretty good. And it's warmer weather kind of all year round, so that they can come over here and just hang out, even in the winter time if it's a nice day and if it's nice and warm. So we did create a basketball area, which is kind of Charlotte's dream. She loves basketball. And then Lydia, she just likes being outside in general, and she is really working on her really working on her logic type skills. So I did put in a chess area. There is already an existing chess area, but I added another table, I think, and just made it a little bit nicer, kind of placed the tables a little bit differently and moved them around. So that's probably where her area would be if they were to come all together. Over here, I'm just making a swing set area because every park that I've been to with my kids, there is a swing set area. It also will have the monkey bars over here. And I added in some greenery just because Oasis Springs is a desert, and so there's lots of sand. And I just figured for a park, it might be nice to have some greenery, nice grass growing, and just really look appealing to the eye. So that's what I did. And then I added in some benches over here by the swing set area because I figured, if you come with your kids, you're just going to drop them off, go over, sit down, probably read a book or do something that you want to do while they're playing and having a good time. And so that would be, my idea when I go to the park with my kids. I just go, okay, go run around, get your energy out. I'm going to go read a book, or, I play with them too, or whatever, and just have a good time. That's what you do at a park. So I added in a lot of greenery, lots of seats so parents can just sit. And then I did add in a community pool too. Just because Oasis Springs is very nice all year round, like I said, so it'd be kind of fun to have like a pool nearby that you can just go and swim. Even though the Chens have a pool where they live, it just would be kind of fun when they come over here with Desiree. She can play on the little toddler area, and then they can just go take a dip or something if it's really nice and warm. So that's what I did. I just had this really big inspiration to rebuild a park. It's getting nicer where I am. And when it's nice outside, I'm just always outside with the kiddos. And so I just thought, why not build a park in The Sims? That's like kind of my dream park to go to. So that's what I did. And I didn't really change like too much of their layout. Just because it's such a big space, and I really actually liked renovating this because it is such a big space that I could add everything I wanted in. And I even had some extra where there is a pond in here, and I didn't really know what to add where the pond is, so I figured what I might do is just add in a community garden instead of having a pond, just because I kind of liked the concept of in Wall Creek, there's some neighborhoods that have like a community garden. They also introduced like community gardens in Eco Lifestyle. That pack, they have where you can kind of do neighborhood initiatives. One of the items is you can have a community garden. And so I kind of liked that idea. You just take your kids to the park and you can pick up your vegetables or fruits. You can tend the garden. You can plant some, flowers or whatever you want to do. So I thought that would be kind of fun and kind of interesting. I may leave the pond, I'm not really sure, but I was thinking about it after I did it. I was like, it might be kind of fun to have like a little community garden area. So we'll see, but that's kind of what my thoughts are. But I'd have to add it in after because I've already done this video. So yeah, those were just my thoughts. But I did leave in a lot of the landscaping just because, it wasn't really that much. And I didn't really do that much to the space, so I just added it in. So I left in all of the terrain painting that I did, and yeah, all of the reconfiguring. I changed the colors of the little fence line around the area just because I wanted it to be nice and like a gray, because I thought that the kind of reddish color was a little bit too much for the park. And then I did change the floor tiles as well. So you will see that in this video as well. But I really liked how it came out. Like I said, I really enjoy that there is a basketball court now. There is a pool. There is a little toddler pool as well, so they can take little Desiree for a dip if it's nice and warm outside. And then also there's a barbecue area, and I changed around the seating a little bit so that they could sit down and eat if they were grilling burgers, or if they did like a party in the park or something like that. It kind of might be fun. And I know they have like all of that kind of stuff at home, but sometimes it's nice to just take a stroll to the park, and it's not that far from their house, so they could even just like walk to it. But yeah, that's what I did. So I really liked how it came out. Like I said, a lot of seating. Like I said, we're adding in, I think, the pool area next, and just kind of making it a little bit nicer. So yeah. Oh, and I'm really changing the barbecue area because I was going to put in different barbecues, but I figured if you go to a park, they're not going to have like anything extravagant, and these are fine, so I just left them in. But we did add a little bit more tables in so they could sit and eat, which is nice. And then, like I said, we added in a little pool, and we also put some fencing around it so that the littler kids cannot get into the pool, and it's only for grown-ups and for teens. So that's what I did. And like I said, I like to do that just because it adds a little more realism to the game, because you're not going to have like an open pool for like little children, toddlers, areas like that. So that's what I like to do. Just a little more realism into the game is always nice. And then, yeah. Here is the pool area, and I don't know why the fence is not matching the door. It was really frustrating me. I did put it on the white accent color fence, but for some reason the door is not matching. And then I was adding in like a little sandbox in the toddler area because I thought it might be kind of fun for the little toddlers to get in there and build sand castles and things like that, because I did add terrain paint around the toddler area that's green, so it's going to be grass, so they can't really get into it and play and build sand castles. But if you have like a little area, they can definitely build sand castles, which is kind of fun that they put that into the game. I don't know if it's a base game edition or if it was only with Island Living, but I noticed that they've been doing that, that they did that, which I thought was kind of cool that they did that. So yeah. And then here I was going to add in a roof to this area, but I just could not figure out for the life of me how to do the roof around it. So in the end, I just scrapped that idea, and I was like, you know what? They need sun. They're going to just sit at the tables and have some sun. So we won't put a roof in. We'll just keep it the way it is. So that's what I did. And then over here is where we're going to add in the toddler area. So I was just cleaning up some of the greenery that's around. And then in the back of the toddler area, I did put in the pirate ship for the older kids. So that way there, I kind of should have done the toddler area in the back because it would make more sense, because the bigger kids are going to be in the front on the swings and stuff, but it's okay. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So I did create like another bigger kid area in the back of the toddler section, which they have a pirate ship that they can play on. And then over here, I did add in some benches as well, because if you're a mom and you have toddlers, you just want to sit, you want to relax, you're so busy all the time. So just sit, relax, and let them play on the playground. Let them go in the little sand pit and think about it later. Like think about bath time later, whatever you want to do, just relax. So that's what I did. And like I said, I wanted to redo the floor tiles, and I don't know how to get it so that it's just a triangle piece that goes in there, because the full piece kept going in there, and it was really frustrating me. So I'll have to look it up online how you can just make it into a triangle, because I know there's probably a cheat or a key that you press that makes it into a triangle, but I just could not figure it out. I don't know why. And then I was going to keep in this little romantic garden stuff pack thing, but I think it just, at the end, I was like, I'm going to get rid of it because it doesn't really match our theme here in this park. So I ended up getting rid of it. Like I said, I think I'll end up getting rid of the whole pond area and just replacing it with a garden or something like that. Just because I think it would just be a little bit better. Or I could even just put a pond in myself, like use the train paint and or the train tool and put a pond in, because they do have that option now with cottage living. I think it came out in an update, so you can just add your own ponds if you want to instead of using the in-game ponds. And I don't even think that tool, I think that was like a cheat that they put in to get that pond. So I don't even think it's really in the actual game. You have to use a cheat. So yeah. And then I was just going to add in some shrubs just around it because I figured instead of adding a fence in, it might be kind of fun to just add some shrubs to separate the area from the pirate ship. So we did that in the end. But yeah, and the pirate ship looks really good. I like it. I think that the kids are going to have a lot of fun on it, even though we don't have any kids. But we have Desiree, but she's a toddler, so she'll be mainly in the toddler area. But it'll be kind of fun to come here and see all the kids playing on the playground and everything. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next part. I might even record one tonight if I can. So yeah, I'm really excited to play in the park with the kids. Like I said, I did change the weather in the game because it was winter for a really long time, so I figured I'm just going to change it into spring, and that's what I did. And it's already starting to get nice and warm in the Oasis Springs, in their climate. It's starting to get really warm, so it's going to be nice to be able to just come and play at the park and everything. I did add in a little diving board here at the pool because I thought that was kind of fun to add in just a diving board. All right, you guys, so we're going to be heading into the screenshots very shortly. I hope you enjoyed the renovation today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you all in the next video.